friends. Welcome to another midweek episode of Truthful Tones Halfway Home. I'm your host, Mary Alice Greer, and today we'll be playing some of the very best in Southern gospel music, and I'm so glad you're with us today. This week we'll be letting you know how some of your favorite gospel songs are doing for September, according to Singing News Magazine. And to start out our program, here are the His songs with their number 25 song, There Is.
What if someone had grace enough to pardon where you've been? What if there was a way to be set free from all your sin? What if there was a peace and it could calm the storm within? You don't have to ask what if, 'cause there already is. There is hope for a new tomorrow. There is a brighter day ahead. A place where every soul's restored and life begins again. Let me testify and reassure you that there is.
Sometimes we often find ourselves searching for some proof, and we tend to question everything the Lord can do. But if you'll take Him at His word, you'll find His word is true. He never broke a promise and He won't start with you. There is hope for a new tomorrow. There is a brighter day ahead. A place where every soul's restored and life begins again. Let me testify and reassure you that there is everything you need. Just trust Him and believe. There is hope for a new tomorrow. There is a brighter day ahead. A place where every soul's restored and life begins again. Let me testify and reassure you that there is hope for a new tomorrow. There is a brighter day ahead. A place where every soul's restored and life begins again. Let me testify and reassure you that there is a place where every soul's restored and life begins again. Let me testify and reassure you that there is.
After all this life is over and our burdens have been lifted, and we stand upon the mountain top so tall, looking over in the city that the Savior is preparing, gives me faith that I can make it after all. Trials here are sometimes many, and at times my feet grow weary, till it seems I almost stumble and I fall. But the tender hand that leads me is the hand that keeps me steady, and by faith I know I'll make it after all. After all this life is over and our burdens have been lifted, and we stand upon the mountain top so tall, looking over in the city that the Savior is preparing, gives me faith that I can make it after all. By my
myself I cannot make it, but I know He's there to help me. He will hear my cry and answer when I call. Just keep trusting and believing are the words I hear Him whisper. Just a few more days to labor after all. After all, this life is over, and our burdens have been lifted, and we stand upon the mountain top so tall, looking over in that city that the Savior is preparing. Gives me faith that I can make it after all. Gives me faith that I can make it. It gives me faith that I can make it. I've got faith that I can make it after all.
And that was the Mark Trammell Quartet with their latest at number 27, After All. And if you enjoy the Mark Trammell Quartet, you're going to want to see them in concert this Thursday night, September the 5th at 7 o'clock. They're going to be in Washington, Illinois at the Evangelical United Methodist Church. This is a ticketed event, and so if you want to call and secure your spot to see the Mark Trammell Quartet that night, you can call Don today at 309-444-4342. Again, that's 309-444-4342. An evening with the Mark Trammell Quartet this Thursday night, September the 5th at 7 o'clock in Washington, Illinois at the Evangelical United Methodist Church. Coming up next are the Inspirations with their newest at number 13, up from number 33, He Sent Him for Me.
He sent the rain for a dry, thirsty land. He sent the grain to feed hungry man. He sent the birds to sing in the trees. But when He sent Jesus, He sent Him for me. When He sent Jesus, God's only Son, my God could do what no man had done. He knew what was needed to set my soul free. When He sent Jesus, He sent Him for me. He sent the lilies to bloom in the spring. He made the mountains, oh, and He made the streams. He made the oceans, and He made the sea. But when He sent Jesus, He sent Him for me. When He sent Jesus, God's only Son, my God could do what no man had done. He knew what was needed to set my soul free. When He sent Jesus, He sent Him for me. When He sent Jesus, God's only Son, oh, my God could do what no man had done. He knew what was needed to set my soul free. When He sent Jesus,
set him on me.
We'll be back with more Truthful Tones after this quick commercial break.
This is Mario Andretti. You know me as a race car driver, but I'm also a Meals on Wheels volunteer. I've raced against the sport's biggest personalities, but I've never met more vibrant, amazing people than the seniors served by Meals on Wheels. You can make a difference by dropping off a hot meal and saying a quick hello. So, America, let's do lunch. Volunteer your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
This message brought to you by Meals on Wheels America and the Ad Council.
People been saying to your friend, get a different face, and posting on their feed, they're super ugly. The things they say to them online are cruel and they're not true. So tell your friend, I'll stand up for you. Don't worry, I know what to do.
Know someone being bullied online? You can be a witness and make a difference by letting the world know it isn't cool and by letting your friend know you care. Learn more at eyewitnessbullying.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Hi, this is Austin with the Wisnets, and you're listening to Mary Alice Greer on Truthful Tones.
It's a beautiful morning, beginning of the night, death of the darkness, the dawning of new light. We've opened our eyes to the wonder of it all. We see the sunrise that never would fall. When the glorious tomorrow is the glorious today. When the straight and narrow has become the King's highway. We'll leave behind the sorrow when the past is passed away. When the glorious tomorrow is the glorious today. Millions are speechless, standing in awe. Millions are shouting in the glory of it all. Millions are dancing on a bright and golden floor. Millions are bowing at the feet of the Lord. When the glorious tomorrow is the glorious today. When the straight and narrow has become the King's highway. We'll leave behind the sorrow when the past is passed away. When the glorious tomorrow is the glorious today. When the glorious tomorrow is the glorious today. When the straight and narrow has become the King's highway. We'll leave behind the sorrow when the past is passed away. When the glorious tomorrow is the glorious today. We'll sing around the throne of glory some sweet day. Happy day we'll join in the heaven's story some sweet day. Happy day 'twill be an everlasting song, and all the saints will sing along. Hallelujahs on and on, on and on. When the glorious tomorrow is the glorious today. When the straight and narrow has become the King's highway. We'll leave behind the sorrow when the past is passed away. When the glorious tomorrow is the glorious today. When the glorious tomorrow is the glorious today.
It's an old story, but it's never been more true. About a savior and a sinner and the bridge between the two. Just an old rugged cross that paid redemption's price. And I've never been more grateful for the gospel of Christ. I'm grateful for the gospel. It stood the test of time. The hill where Jesus gave his life
the place where I found my refuge from the storms that rage, the rock on which I build my faith. I am grateful for the gospel, it's the reason I am saved. By the grace of Jesus, I can go before the throne as one who's made worthy by the mercy I've been shown. I can stand here unashamed and fully justified, and I've never been more grateful for the gospel of Christ. I'm grateful for the gospel, it stood the test of time. The hill where Jesus gave his life, the place where I found my refuge from the storms that rage, the rock on which I build my faith. I am grateful for the gospel, it's the reason I am saved. I stand in holy reverence, for I have seen the evidence of the blood, of the cause, of the glory of the cross. I'm grateful for the gospel, it stood the test of time. The hill where Jesus gave his life, the place where I found my refuge from the storms that rage, the rock on which I build my faith. I am grateful for the gospel, it's the reason, it's the reason I am saved. I am saved. I am saved.
And that was Brian Free and Assurance with their brand new song, Grateful for the Gospel. And if you enjoy Brian Free and Assurance, you're going to want to see them in concert this Friday night, September the 6th at 6 o'clock. They're going to be in Milford, Illinois at the Amber Oaks Farm. This is an outside event, so they are asking everyone to bring their lawn chairs, as well it is also a non-ticketed event. However, a love offering will be taken. So once again, Brian Free and Assurance will be in concert this Friday night, September the 6th at 6 o'clock in Milford, Illinois at the Amber Oaks Farm. Stay tuned. There's more Truthful Tones headed your way right after this.
Welcome to Calvin's Barbershop.
You all gotta see this.
I don't even want to know what you're looking at on that phone.
Well, you should. I was learning about the dangers of high blood pressure and that we need to get ours checked regularly. High blood pressure can increase the risk of heart attack or stroke, but this text program can help keep it at a healthy range. Just text Barbershop to 97779 to sign up.
I'll get right on it as soon as I'm done with this baby panda video.
Text Barbershop to 97779. A message from the American Heart Association and the Ad Council.
It's important to plan ahead for emergencies, like the storm. When it kicked in, we had a plan.
Separated.
We were able to get in touch with each other in no time.
Idea how to find each other.
The whole experience was fine.
the most frightening 10 hours of my life.
If there's one piece of advice I'd offer other moms out there, it's to stay calm and keep to the plan.
Message.
Some parents plan ahead. Some don't. Make sure you know where to find your family in an emergency. Start your plan at ready.gov. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Thanks for listening to Truthful Tones.
Have you ever had somebody you loved with all your heart? When their heart is broken, yours is broken too. If there were a way that you could take the pain they're feeling it on yourself, it's what you do. If you could wipe away the tears, take their sleepless nights away, if they only knew how much that they were loved. Jesus knows what they are feeling, only He can do the healing. What I don't know how to do, Jesus does. I don't know how to give hope to the hopeless. I don't know how to drive away the rain. I don't know about tomorrow, but I know who holds the future. I know someone who knows about the pain. I don't know how to comfort someone who is hurting, someone who has lost someone they love. I don't know how to put a broken heart back together. What I don't know how to do, Jesus does. Maybe someone out there listening knows exactly what I'm singing. You see yourself in every single word. Know about great sorrow, and you're hoping that tomorrow God will answer all the prayers from you He's heard. In life we'll all have valleys, and the load that's much too heavy will surely need God's strength from up above. I don't know how to touch the throne of God for the answer. What I don't know how to do, Jesus does. I don't know how to give hope to the hopeless. I don't know how to drive away the rain. I don't know about tomorrow, but I know who holds the future. I know someone who knows about the pain. I don't know how to comfort someone who is hurting, someone who has lost someone they love. I don't know how to put a broken heart back together. What I don't know how to do, Jesus does. I don't know how to put a broken heart back together. What I don't know how to do, Jesus does.
heaven's portals. Come home, my child, 'cause it's the last mile you must trod. And I'll fall asleep and wake in God's new heaven, forever sheltered in the arms of God. So let the storms rage high, the dark clouds rise, they won't worry me, for I'm sheltered safe within the arms of God. And He walks with me, and naught of earth shall harm me, for I'm sheltered in the arms of God. I'm sheltered in the arms of God.
You're listening to Kim Hopper with her newest, debuting at number 72, Sheltered in the Arms of God. Well, we've come to the end of another Halfway Home episode, and to help end our time together, here is the Cathedral Quartet with Still Drinking Water from the Well.
I took a drink from some life-giving water in this dry desert land where I dwell. And my cup's overflowing, gives me joy, makes me sing, 'cause I'm still drinking water from the well. Oh, if I'm still drinking water from the well, overflowing from that clear crystal fountain, watch it flow, watch it swell, and my soul satisfied and I'm happy, can't you tell? Yes, I'm still drinking water from the well. They pierced his side and a fountain was open from a spear and those 3 rusty nails. And it thrills me just knowing that my friends I can bring, and they too can drink water from the well.
Yes, I'm still drinking water from the well, overflowing from that clear crystal fountain. Watch it flow, watch it swell, and my soul satisfied and I'm happy, can't you tell? Yes, I'm still drinking water from the well. Yes, I'm still drinking water from the well, overflowing from that clear crystal fountain. Watch it flow, watch it swell, and my soul satisfied and I'm happy, can't you tell? Yes, I'm still drinking water from the well, and my soul satisfied and I'm happy, can't you tell? Yes, I'm still drinking water from the well.
John 7:37 says, "On the last and greatest day of the festival, Jesus stood and said in a loud voice, 'Let anyone who is thirsty come to me and drink.'" And those are our Truthful Tones today. I hope you've enjoyed listening to some of the very best in Southern gospel music. We hope you'll join us again later this week for our regular 1-hour programming of Truthful Tones, and also next week for another episode of Truthful Tones Halfway Home. Join us by following us on our Facebook page, subscribing to our YouTube channel, or downloading the Podbean app. If you would like to hear a request on this show, or maybe have an upcoming Southern Gospel concert in the central Illinois area, drop me a line at truthfultones@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. I'm your host, Mary Alice Greer, and until we meet again, God bless and have a great rest of your week.